Hello and welcome to my channel, Celestial Ascension Tarot and Healing. My name is CJ. We are going to be doing the weekly love reading for Gemini. This could be your sun, moon, or rising sign. Please take what resonates and leave the rest out. And if this reading does not resonate for you, you can always check your other placements. All right, let's get into this love reading. Love reading for Gemini, please, for the week. Oh, we already have one card that's out. Ooh, this could be a love offer, or somebody's getting proposed to. Gemini for love this week. Gemini for love. Gemini for love. Tower in. All right, Geminis. I feel like a lot of you are, I feel like this is going to be for a lot of our singles or somebody who recently got into relationships. Something new. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing a new relationship that is coming in for you, Geminis. This could be a love that could potentially move into an energy of marriage. However, what I'm seeing here, though, is I feel like is that there is a... I feel like is that you, Gemini, you're in a kind of an unpredictable energy where you are feeling a bit guarded. I feel like this has to do with a past relationship. But this new opportunity is coming in because I feel like this is going to propel you into a energy of growth. I feel like this new person that is coming in is very energetic. They are very enthusiastic about you. Like there's so much potential. And they also view you that there is a lot of potential here. But I feel like is that you might be backing off or you might be rejecting this person because you have a fear of history repeating itself. Some of you may have dealt with a abusive partner in the past where this person was extremely deceitful, but I feel like they was very aggressive. You know, this could have been physical abuse or mental abuse. It was almost kind of like this person was like an extreme bully. They just had they have a very vicious energy. And this is where you're really keeping yourself guarded because it's like you don't want your foundation destroyed that you have already built. Because with this Eight of Swords in the reverse, I feel like is that you've been in an energy where you have empowering yourself through your own independence. And you've really been taking control of your life. And you've really been moving forward. And you have, you've completed a lot. Like, I feel like is that a lot of you have successfully completed a lot of your goals. But this person coming in, I feel like is somebody that, you know, either... You know, maybe you met through school, like college. I'm hearing the words college. You may have met this person through college, but I feel like this individual has a shared energy with you. Like they have shared goals. So it's like I can really see you and this individual like working at a team. This could be also somebody that you are friends with. With this Three of Cups energy at the bottom of the deck, I feel like, you know, this could be somebody that you have... you know, met through some social gatherings, or you have like you know, you have, I don't want to say like friends, but you have mutual friends. You have mutual friends. Like, I feel like this is definitely a friendship that is moving into, this is moving into a love that I'm hearing the words could possibly withstand time, because this individual knows what you have gone through. But you are terrified. So I feel like is that for you, I feel like is that you put a lot of focus on working. Like you're working, you're grinding, You're grinding yourself to the core because you're trying to make sure that you are financially stable. You're trying to, you know, attain all of the goals that you want. I'm hearing the words buying a house. Some of you could be working on trying to buy a house, or you recently did. You know, these things like that. So I feel like that with this energy here, because I feel like this also helps you to kind of just stay focused on your goals, and you don't really want to move out of that energy of you're not really ready to date. So it's almost kind of like, I feel like, is that you're not going to try to give this person a chance. But I don't see any energy here where this individual means you any type of harm. You know what I mean? There's a lot of depth to this connection. But you're still harboring a lot of resentment from your previous relationship. You're longing for love, but I feel like a lot of you are still clinging. You're still clinging to this past relationship. You know, this connection that you have with this individual, if they haven't came out and told you how they feel yet, this is a very deep connection is what I'm hearing. But I feel like, is it from the past, you know, you got pushed to your breaking point. Like you was at your final straw. It's like you don't even want to entertain the ideal of love because you are still holding on to this energy of resentment. This past person's energy is still clinging to you. You know, with elusive, this is kind of like an energy here of like, it's very shaky energy. But you're still holding on to this past love. We have this epiphany. You could have an awakening or some type of a realization about this. I don't feel like is that you long to be back with this past individual, but I feel like is that you're still clinging to that past energy. You haven't completely let this go. So with this elusive energy, to me, I feel like is that, you know, you are just not somebody that's going to be easily caught. You know, if this person was to chase you, you're not going to be easily caught. Like you're just eluding, you know, the idea of being in a relationship because of this past person. And then we have drifting. You could be trying to detach from this friend, this person. I feel like is that you're trying to detach because you feel it's safer. You feel it's safer for you to not continue with this. Yeah. But you know, with this heart song, you have a feeling. Your intuition is telling you this person is right for you, but you're still scared. You know, you have great chemistry with this individual, but you are keeping yourself sidetracked. But you're doing these distractions on purpose. You're doing these distractions on purpose because you haven't reached that clarity. You haven't reached the point of, you know, really truly letting go of the past, because this is your biggest fear. Tell me more about this connection for Gemini, please. And you know, I feel like this person that does know you, they understand. It's like, I feel like as if they're patiently waiting for you to be ready for a relationship. And they're trying to be there for you to help you through your healing process. But at the same time, you already know that this individual, you know, loves you or has feelings for you. Like this person is ready to just like sacrifice it all for you. And then we have this. I feel like for you, Gemini, you do long for love. The love is there. You know, I feel like this person is ready to sacrifice it all, but, you know, this is an energy where you have to decide for yourself if you're going to act on this or not. Because if you wait too long, this individual may end up, you know, moving on to somebody else, because a person can only wait for so long, Gemini. And the dangers of a lustful relationship. So you're afraid of this. You're afraid that this relationship is just going to be more of a physical connection rather than an emotional one. But Spirit is telling you it's time for you to enjoy life. You need to you need to be out here enjoying life, you know, and really living and allowing yourself the energy of letting go, of healing from that previous relationship and letting somebody in. They're telling you that it's time for you to let somebody in, because I really feel like this connection for you has the potential to give you everything that it is that you are looking for. But you're choosing to keep yourself closed off because you're terrified of getting into a new love relationship. So can you give me some, let's look into the outcome. So can you give me a couple cards on the outcome for this connection for Gemini? The outcome for Gemini. The outcome for Gemini. The outcome for Gemini. All right, Gemini. Your outcome here, I feel like, is that, you know, this individual is coming in with this energy of King of Cups. This person is extremely compassionate. They have an energy where they can be devoted to you. They are extremely supportive, like they support you, and they're coming in with this Knight of Wands energy where this person is coming in like as the hero. Like they want to come in to help elevate you in life. But I do feel like that you're coming in with this Nine of Wands energy where you might be a little bit hot-tempered, just because I feel like is that you're protecting your heart, you're protecting yourself. So you might be a little bit hard to commit. However, with the Justice card coming in here, I do feel like in time is that you are going to gain some clarity. And I feel like is that you are going to end up learning the lesson from the past. And, you know, allowing that energy to not consume you anymore. You know, you need to just be honest with yourself. But I really feel like that this connection is like your dream come true. This connection is your dream come true. And then we have the Eight of Wands down here at the bottom of the deck too. Here we have this immediate action again. Spirit is telling you need to take action towards this connection, or I feel like this connection you may end up losing out, is what I'm hearing. So this is your weekly love reading for you, Gemini. So if you resonated with this, please, if you would be so kind as to hit that thumbs up button or shoot me a comment down below. And if you haven't done so, hit that follow button and hit that notification bell at the top. That way you can be notified when I upload new content. If you would like to book a private reading with me, you can always check the description box down below, because you will find all of my links to purchase readings and to follow me on my other socials. So I hope that you have a lovely rest of your week, Gemini, and I will see you next time.